Hey guys, and welcome back to Tire Tuesdays today. Now this is my third video. Thank you all for watching this. Before we get started, I want to shout out two things. The first thing is that you know what I said about the moving in the previous video. Well, we just got a router today, so I'm going ahead and recording this and got it ready for y'all. And the second shout out is if any of y'all play Roblox out there, I made a fan group called Tire Tuesdays YT fan group. So y'all want to join that, then go for it if you want. Okay. Now, today's ranking is for all the Dreamworks films, and it's including Joseph, King of Dreams, because I just felt like including that, because I've got a lot of complaints about people not including that. So, let's go ahead and start this, and let's get this countdown going. First, we got Ants. Now, this movie, it's pretty good. I mean, I like the adventure part, and how they take risks. This movie's okay. I mean, it swears a lot. I'm not big on movies that swear. I mean, I'll watch some of them, but I'm not big on them. And for a DreamWorks animation, like a kids thing, that was when they thought that they could, like, swear in movies, so not really. Okay, moving on. Joseph, King of Dreams. This movie is great. I love this movie. I could watch this day and night. You got, Joseph, and you got the story of, Moses in Egypt and all that jazz, and you got them telling that story, and then they do it in a fun way, and you got those, you got awesome songs. I love it so much. Yeah, moving on. The Road to El Dorado. Now this movie, well, I don't like it. It's bad. I'm not a big fan of it. It bores me out. I fall asleep 10 minutes in it, and it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know how that's possible, but it just is. Moving on. Chicken Run. This movie's amazing. I like it more than Prince of Egypt. The classic, the DreamWorks classics, you never can beat them. They're amazing. You got chickens. They're trying to get out of the field and stuff because if they don't produce eggs, then they get chopped off with an axe. So it's awesome. Yeah, that sounds pretty dark. Yeah. And moving on, Joseph, King of Dreams. This movie, it's good. Not great, but it's good. The whole story, it's not as good and lovable as Prince of Egypt, but it's still okay. It's not fully by DreamWorks, but it still has DreamWorks producing by it. So, yeah, we're not going to go there anymore. Moving on, Shrek. Yes, everyone knows that Shrek is legendary. I mean, who doesn't love Shrek? It's a great movie. You got Donkey, Shrek, Princess Fiona on a huge adventure trying to go save Princess Fiona. I love it so much. You got the dragon, you got Prince Farquaad, lovable characters. It's a great movie. Moving on, Spirit, Riding Free. Another one that goes bad. It's bad, okay? It's just bad. And because you got Indians and horses and all that, I'm not a big fan of 2D animated DreamWorks films. It's just my opinion. All y'all can have different opinions. It's fine. Sinbad, Legend of the Seven Seas. I like it better than Spirit. I'd rather watch The Road to El Dorado, but still, like, I'm not liking this. I'm not big on pirate movies, just my opinion. But you got them on a boat, and then you got them. But if you're big on pirate movies, then I recommend this, I guess. I mean, in a way. Shrek 2. This is better than Shrek 1. It is. I mean, I love it so much. You get more characters. You have the fairy godmother. You have Prince Charming. You have, what's their face, and then you have what's their face. I'm just saying. Yeah, it's a great movie with lovable characters, and you got Shrek returning with Donkey on another adventure, and then you got Shrek turning into a human. No one saw that coming, right? Moving on, Shark Tale. Now, a lot of y'all would go, boom, but that's not like me. I actually like the movie. I think it's a good movie about honesty and stuff like that, but that's not why I like. I just love the characters. You got Will Smith, you got Jack Black. I mean, it's a great cast. I love it. But it's good. It's good. No, it's better than Joseph. It's better than Joseph, in my opinion. But it's good, in my opinion. I mean, a lot of y'all are probably going to go, dislike, but it's just my opinion. So, if you don't like these lists, then just make your own in the comments, okay? Moving on, Madagascar. This movie is great. It goes up here in great, because it's great. Not as good as legendary movies, but it's still a really good movie with lovable characters. You got Alex, Melman, Gloria, and Marty on an adventure going to Madagascar because Marty ran to Connecticut. There it is. He ran there and stuff like that, you know. Moving on, Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit. Goes in great. It's great. I mean, you got Wallace and Gromit. They're on a mystery about some huge war rabbit, and they thought that they made the war rabbit, but it turns out Wallace is the war rabbit. So, yeah, it's a great movie. Over the Hedge. this movie's good in a lovable kind of way. I'd say it's good. Nothing really to add to it. You got animals trying to go get food from humans. I mean, no one likes that, so I don't know why they made a movie on it. But I guess they did, and they made it in a great way. But it's not the most recommended movie I know. So let's move on to Flushed Away. Yes! This movie, it's not as good as Shrek or Shrek 2, but it's a great movie with lovable characters. My favorite character in all of Dreamworks is the mime off this. How he puts up the phone and he pretends to be the what's his dude, the main frog dude. I love that part. I could watch it all day. And you got Roddy and what's her face, and then you got them on an adventure on the boat. Yeah, it's a great movie. And then there was a mouse world in the sewers. Who knew? Shrek the Third. A lot of y'all also would like, probably not really bad, but bad, I guess. But nah, it's good. I like it. It's better than that. A lot of y'all think that you just lost the love of the characters and all the kinds of stuff like that. I guess in a way you did, but I still love it. I mean, they got an adventure and then they're still in Far, Far Away. So yeah, I love it. Okay, moving on. B-movie. This movie's great, and I love it in every way except for one way. That the bee is in love with the human. Why? So it's okay. It's okay. I would put it bigger than that, because the bees, and you got them making the honey and then suing the human race for taking their honey. Love it so much, but the whole he's liking the human. That part's weird. And the part where he says the L word, lust, that triggers me. It's weird. Sights. Okay, moving on. Kung Fu Panda. This movie is actually, I think it's better than Shrek. Because you got Kung Fu Panda. When I was growing up, I was like, ew, I don't want to watch this. Kung Fu. Who cares about ninja stuff? Anyways, but now that I'm watching it today, you got Jack Black, you got the dudes and the whatever the cast names are, and then they're going around kung fuing, and then Kung Fu Panda, Poe, that is. He always loved the Furious 5, and he gets to become one, the Dragon Warrior. And then you find out in Shrek 3 that it all pays off. Okay, moving on. Madagascar 2. Now, a lot of y'all are saying, I like Madagascar and Madagascar 3 better. But no, I like this the best. You got Moto. I like 'em big, I like 'em chunky. And then you got Gloria, Melman, Alex, and Marty back in a whole another bash. And in the beginning with the plane part, I love that part so much. It seems like it was all classic again. But I'll put it in... I like it better than these. It's great. Okay, it's great. Monsters vs. Aliens. This movie's good. I mean, I could watch it once or twice per week, but then I'd get bored of it like after that. So yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. How to Train Your Dragon. Yes. I mean, yes, it's the best How to Train Your Dragon right there. You got, all of them are starting to kill, all his tribe, are killing the dragons and everything. But then they find out that they're lovable, and now they ride on them at the end. It's a great movie. Now, next one, Shrek 4. You got, well, I think it's not as good as Shrek 3, just in my opinion. But it's okay. I mean, I loved Shrek's life. I don't see why they make it why he didn't love it. I mean, why not, raising the kids or something like that, but not, I don't like my life. So, yeah, go ahead and make that. Yeah, totally. Okay, moving on. Megamind. This movie's good. Yeah, it's good. Nothing really to it. But, you got him, and then you got Metro Man, or something like that. And then they go around, and then they go save, you got the villain and the hero, and then they meet in space when, Poor Megamind, he got his world, his planet stuff, put down the drain, in a black hole drain. But anyways, so yeah, moving on from there. Kung Fu Panda 2. Now, a lot of you are all like, oh, I love this movie so much. But no, not me. I can't stand to watch this once. I'd rather watch Spirit Riding Free 3,000 times. Kung Fu Panda 2, it's boring, it's narrow. Well, a lot of y'all are like, but he finds out that his family's true. It's so boring. I mean, everything you had from Kung Fu Panda, they took it out. And then they made this. It's like a story. It's like they made a lovable movie into a documentary about where his family came from. I'm like, are you serious? This is the lowest of the low you've ever gone, Dreamworks. So yeah, there you go. That's Kung Fu Panda 2's opinion for me. Puss in Boots. Now, I don't like this as much as any of the Shreks because I like how Puss in Boots was with Shrek, so that's not a big fan for me. But it's okay. Yeah, it's okay, I guess. But Madagascar 3. Europe's Most Wanted. Not as good as 1 or 2 at all. The circus part, I'm not a big fan of, or like most of it, I'm not a big fan of. But the beginning when they go to Europe and Africa, I like that part. So it's good. It is good. It'll go right there. Okay, moving on. Rise of the Guardians. A lot of y'all like this movie. I mean, if you want a good holiday film, then I recommend this. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. You got Santa Claus, you have the Tooth Fairy, Sandman, Easter Bunny, and all of them are fighting in forces. So yeah, I don't know why, but the bunny off this one reminds me of Ice Age Continental Drift for some reason. I guess because they like similar or something like that. The Croods. You got the tiger, you have other people, and then they're cavemen, and then everything that's new is bad. This movie's great. It'll go right here. Yeah, it's going right there. Turbo! That snail is fast. Now, who thought that Dreamworks was going to make a movie about a snail that can go fast? I mean, that was super creative, because everyone's like, snails are so slow, but this one, they're fast. So yes, it's good. It's good. Now, as you see, most DreamWorks movies are good. Like, I love most DreamWorks movies, but some of them, they went the wrong way. Anyways, Mr. Peabody and Sherman. It's okay. I mean, the cartoons are better in my opinion, but it's still a good movie. They did a good job on it. I applaud them for that. They tried something new. Anyways, How to Train Your Dragon 2. A lot of you are like, best movie ever! But I'm like, no. It's okay. It's okay. I'm actually not a big fan of the How to Train Your Dragon franchise, except for number 1. Number 1's amazing, but number 2 and 3, they're not as good. So Kung Fu Panda, How to Train Your Dragon 2, I just find the soundtrack putrid and everything else about it, it's not as lovable at all. Okay, moving on. Penguins of Madagascar. This movie is pretty good. I mean, they did a huge comeback from Madagascar. Everyone loves the penguins, so they decided to make a movie on Penguins of Madagascar. It's good. It's good. Better than Turbo. Yeah, it's better than Turbo. Okay, moving on. Home. This is another movie that most DreamWorks fans dislike because I don't really know why. I mean, this movie's great. You got O, and you have the girl, and they find that the humans are more complicated than I thought. Great soundtrack, really deep. So it's a good movie. Yeah, it'll go right there. No. Right there. Yes, bingo. Okay, moving on. Kung Fu Panda 3. Now, you got Kung Fu Panda, great movie. Kung Fu Panda 2, they made it completely bad. And then Kung Fu Panda 3 was an amazing comeback. This movie is a great movie. So, it'll go right here. I love Kung Fu Panda, except for number 2. Trolls. Now, everyone's like, ew, it's a girls' movie. It's kind of like Frozen, but it's not. I mean, number 2, they made a huge comeback, but sadly, it's not on this list. I only did it up to 2019. But Trolls is a good movie. It has a good soundtrack. I mean, I wish they would be more creative over their soundtrack because, like, they just got, like, songs that were popular and put them in this thing. But I wish that they were more creative over more songs. But, yeah, they put, like, but most of their songs are brand new, like, creative. I love them so much. It's, like, pop and stuff like that. So, let's see. Yeah, it'll go okay. It's okay. Boss Baby! No. Yeah, no. Come on, work. There we go. Boss Baby is not that good of a movie. You got a little baby and who's the boss. That's a good creative film, but still, it's not what I'd recommend at all. So yeah, the dark voice, it's weird, okay? Most babies are, like, supposed to be cute, and in this movie, I hate how they make a baby, like, a creepy little man. So yeah, that's my opinion. Captain Underpants, not as bad as Kung Fu Panda 2, but it is super, super bad. You got poop jokes. Who cares about this? I mean, DreamWorks, this is almost as low as Kung Fu Panda 2. You got poop jokes everywhere, Professor Poopy Pants, and you got Captain Underpants. Look at that underwear. I mean, why would anyone want to spend their time watching this? This is the trashiest movie ever. Like, literally, I hate that movie. I hate it so much. I'd rather watch, give me something good. Super Babies, Baby Geniuses 2. I'd rather watch that than Captain Underpants. That's saying something. Because if y'all know what Super Babies, Baby Geniuses 2 is, look it up if you don't. You'll see. Moving on. How to Train Your Dragon 3. Let's see. Where would I put this? It's great. As I said, it's nowhere near as good as How to Train Your Dragon 1, but number 3 is still good. You got the white dragon from the different dimension meeting the black dragon. I'm not remembering names again, because next time you see me, just call me the no-namer, guys, okay? Now, you got them going to a different portal and dimension and stuff like that. It's a great movie, and you find out that Hiccup and What's-Her-Face get married. I wish it showed their kids, but sadly it doesn't. So, yeah, that's it for that. Hey, guys, thanks for watching my list again, and I will see you next time on Tire Tuesdays. Bye, guys!